offline. Project sectors offline. Please re-establish atomic power from data stores to central processor at your earliest convenience.
take this. Steady now. Let's have no strife. Some bugger trying to keep up on me.
Hands away.
Not safe yet.
Nice
Best
and
stay
slow
alert.
now. Let's have
Come on, you lot.
Need to reload. Right, you.
Steady now. Don't go asking for trouble, or you'll get it. This is your final warning. Leave.
Someone's sneaking around playing silly buggers. Come on, bloody careful.
Reloading. Dead body. Damn, one of ours. Yes. Got one.
Nice and easy now.
I'll find you, mate.
I'm shooting. That's what you've done.
Don't do anything stupid, then.
Hands away from.
Don't go asking for trouble or you'll get it. Attention! Wyndham Village is under the authority of the Quarantine Protocol. Acts of banditry and other breaches of the Penal Charter will be severely...
Visitor!
Well, well, well. Just look what the cat dragged in. Pay attention. This village is under military occupation per the Quarantine Protocol. You're new round here, eh? Which means you're free to enter. Just keep your nose clean, all right? What are you gaping at? Like I said, you're free to enter the village. Move on. Just like that. Captain's orders. He says any stranger might be important. So he just send any like you his way. Unless you're an outlaw, of course. Or worse. Or mad folk in the woods. Creatures that tear you limb from limb. The list goes on. There's something nasty at work here. Something in the soil. If it weren't for our protection, the villagers would be no better off than those grey-skinned bastards. Now, you should go and talk to the captain. I reckon he'd be keen to see you right away. Last I heard, Captain Sims was down by the bandstand. Present yourself to him toot sweet, if you know what's good for you.
Well, should I shoot him, Sarge?
You should not. Do they look like an outlaw to you?
No, Sarge.
There we go then. Outlaws we shoot, strangers we let in. Captain's orders. Not sure I like the look of you.
Citizens of Wyndham, the army is here to help and protect you. Trust us and help us to help you. Follow the protocol. Citizens of Wyndham, remember that your village is one of the few remaining bastions of normality within the zone. Keep it that way. Be normal.
Look, for the 100th time, we're here to protect civilians and get this mess sorted out.
Oh, aye. Get a lot sorted out by kicking the elderly out of their homes, do you?
You know what the captain said? We have to move anybody vulnerable inside the inner perimeter.
Vulnerable? The bloody cheek of you! Ah, at least the outlaws have the common decency to rob us blind and not tell us it's for our own bloody good.
Right, listen to me, you old knout. Orders is orders. You obey orders, or it's the jug for you.
You'd never took us in the prison. I'd die there. You'd never.
Watch me. You should be thanking us for protecting you. You know that?
Aye, I suppose so.
You suppose so? Let me hear you say it.
Thank you. Thank you for protecting us.
That's better. Now gather your tat and get out. Hands away from any weapons, you.
Citizens of Wyndham, remember, strangers may be dangers. If you encounter anyone who is unfamiliar to you, report their presence as soon as possible to the
Do as you're
controlling
told,
authority.
right?
Your vigilance can save lives.
Keep the peace, Civvy.
when the music was getting good. And this
I
all
said to him,
happens.
"Where's my pal Johnny? What you done with him?"
Why here of all places? If they'd resolved to do something so awful, why in the church?
Some bugger, pardon my French, wanted to make a scene, sir.
And doom us all in the process. If the captain and his minions find out. Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed today. Please, I beg of you. Just forget you saw anything here and go. Please. So it seems. To visit this sort of thing upon the church is pure wickedness. Please, tell no one. I know how it seems, but I would not ask such a thing if it weren't for the good of the village. It's vital the military don't learn of this. We'll tidy up, but if the captain and his toy soldiers find out, things will become so much worse here. If you wish to play the informant, then I cannot stop you, but your conscience won't forget, and nor shall the people of this village. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to work out. You'll do the right thing, I'm sure. God go with you. Oh. What in heaven's name shall we do with you, Maisie?
Citizens of Wyndham, the army is here to help and protect you. Trust us and help us to help you. Follow the protocol.
Citizens, it has come to my attention.
Watch your step. Beer at the pub tastes like sheep dip. Better than nothing, either.
Well, well, a new face. Good day. You'll forgive me if I'm less than cordial on first acquaintances, I'm sure. New faces often mean trouble. And yet, they may bring new opportunities, too. Tell me, where have you come from? Really? Well, you're not the first amnesiac I've seen since things went awry. Trauma does strange things to people. In case it wasn't made clear to you on the way in, Wyndham is under the protection of the protocol. You are permitted to move freely through the village, for now at least. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. I hope it'll be reciprocated. But don't go causing any trouble here. Is that clear? And if trouble finds you, make sure you report it. Post haste. Now, there are certain things I like to discuss with new faces such as you. I would hope a stranger like you can provide me with some information. I want to know where you came from. I want to know what you can tell me about the outside. Trust me, you will be much better off aiding protocol than crossing us. Be under no illusions. We must eradicate the corruption that festers here before there is any hope of leaving this blasted place. If we were to work together, you and I, perhaps we might make some progress towards such an outcome. But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given. So I ask again, did you come from the outside? What do you know? You misunderstand me. I desire a way out, not to dig deeper. And as for the interchange, that is a very dangerous word to be bandying about. I suggest you forget you've ever heard it. Whatever evil the scientists had hidden in there, it has wrought havoc on this place. So no one goes near the substation, understood? Anyone trespassing there will be shot. Well, this is disappointing. I was hoping you'd have something you were willing to share. We imprison strangers at the first whiff of trouble, but you can keep your liberties for now. I trust that will be more conducive to a timely recollection of your origins. In the meantime, be wary of this place. Do not be tempted to engage with any of the pagan sentiments some of the locals may try to foist on you. Such beliefs are dangerous and forbidden. Do I make myself clear? And if you still wish to have protocol's aid, you'll just have to make yourself useful to me in other ways. I'm glad to hear it. The civilians in this village are a shady lot. Resistant to discipline and up to no good. I'm sure of it. We can hardly get the time of day out of them. But you're an outsider. They may not trust you exactly, but nor are they immediately suspicious of you. Sniff around. Keep your ears open. If you find anything I should know, come to me with it. If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker. I could send a patrol in, of course, but a softer approach might prove more efficacious. Yes, what is it? There's been a what? Sergeant, take a squad to the church at once. And the culprit? Surely not the vicar. Good Lord! One cannot even trust a man of God in this place. Now do you see why this place is under military discipline? I fought rebels in the Malayan jungle, and let me tell you, that was positively genteel in comparison to this wretched village. You can hardly call them English hereabouts anymore. Something in the land here is corrupting them all. You've done the right thing coming to me. It's vital this sort of thing's nipped in the bud before it spreads. I'm delighted to hear it. Your assistance is appreciated. I shan't forget it. I'm willing to extend the hand of friendship to you, which would include giving you access to our camp at Skethermore. With us on the same side, if a chance for leaving this zone comes, I can promise you a good chance of seeing the outside. To be blunt, as a stranger, you're in a perfect position to help me with a delicate matter. I'm delighted to hear it. We recently arrested a certain Dr. Garrow, one of the scientists from the research site. She contrived to escape the zone before the walls went up, but rather unexpectedly returned as part of a military convoy. More fool her. Dr. Garrow is dangerous, very clever, and egotistical enough to believe herself a magnitude cleverer yet. She's refused to tell us anything, and I refuse to stoop to Gestapo methods to force her. But a new face like yours, well, perhaps she'll talk to a stranger who plainly isn't beholden to the protocol. Ideally not. She's a willful one, our Dr. Garrow, and responds badly to demands. Show some finesse, if you can. Be friendly, helpful. Shower her with blandishments. Whatever you need to get her to talk. When Garrow arrived, she demonstrated an ability to meddle with the barred machinery we've commandeered. Specifically, she disabled our camp's automatic security system and began to poke around where she wasn't welcome. It was an hour before we found her, trying to get access to one of the old barred bunkers. Who knows what damage she might have caused had she found a way inside. She left us no choice but to take her into custody, isolated in solitary confinement, where she can't play her tricks. My men claim she muttered some incantation, and that caused the gun turrets to shut off. I don't believe in such nonsense as magic, but when she was captured, all they found on her was a broken radio. And now I don't know what to think. So you see, I need to know how she did it. What trick she uses to disable our machines. Yes, though I would advise you against doing anything unsanctioned. My men will kill you in an instant if you attempt any silly shenanigans. Here, this pass will give you free passage throughout the Skethermore camp. The soldiers on guard will allow you into the prison section, too, all the way to Garrow's cell. Learn what you can and return here. Be sure to report to me in person. But be warned, one hint of betrayal, and that pass will not save you. I hope I make myself clear.
Citizens of Wyndham, pagan practices of any kind are strictly forbidden. Any breach of this regulation is punishable by death.
A new customer. How'd you do? Welcome to Wyndham Village. Pardon my curiosity, but how is it the soldiers let you in? Did you bribe them? And if you did, what with? Aye, well, I can hazard a guess. Our little Napoleon, the captain that is, he keeps an eye out for folk like you. A stranger might be important. And if you're important, then that's another stepping stone out of the zone, isn't it? Anyway, where are me manners, eh? I'm Maurice Wick, owner of this establishment. Take a look at what I have to offer, if you fancy. Oh, you'd have to ask him that yourself. I'll leave that pleasure to you. Me, I'm happy here in the shop, where I never have to look at the man. Big explosion, that's what. I remember it woke the whole village. We were out in the streets, wondering what were what. I mean, with all them atoms and such like they have over there. The soldiers rolled in and told us we were fine, that there weren't no radioactivity to be frit of. But then, in the next breath, they said we couldn't leave. Temporary quarantine protocol, they called it. Temporary, my hat. Look at them walls. Nowt temporary about them, is there? We had no choice but to take it on the chin. So we did. Well, most of us did anyhow. Ours not to reason why, eh? You sound just like one of them. Listen, a word to the wise, eh? I'm here today not because I've learned to get by with the soldiers, but in spite of them. The village needs to stick together. The protocol is a curse to be born, not somewhat to sympathize with. Thank you. Call again. Get new stock in now and then, so come back any time. I might have something new for you. Beer at the pub tastes like sheep dip. Better than nothing, mind.
Addressing civilian! Stand back, citizen!
Oh, who are you? I don't know you. You're not with the soldiers, are you? I run a lawful place here. Stick to every word of the protocol here, I do. Oh? Well, not that there's anything wrong with it if you did, it's just... Well, never mind. Now let me know if you're looking to buy something. He did he? So you've sided with the protocol, eh? Bloody soldiers, always digging around trying to find your secrets. But I've got nothing to hide, nothing at all. I haven't. Trust you? A pal of the captain? You must think I'm an idiot. And I've got nothing to say anyhow. I've got plenty. That's good. Fair trade. People come here to barter all the time. Might have new things for you if you call back now and again. Bye now.
Beer at the pub tastes like sheep dip. Better than nothing, mind.
Need to approach the woods for foraging? Request an escort at the village hall.
Not sure about you.
Citizens of Wyndham, we cannot guarantee your safety beyond the village paling.
Hands away from any weapons, you.
Hey, I see you. Stay where you are. I think they've gone.
Citizens of Wyndham, acts of insubordination.
Watch yourself, civvy. Keep the peace, civvy.
See that big metal bugger? I could have it. I could.
Did you want something? What? You know that he's... Doesn't really matter how you know, does it? Look, I'll talk, but only to show you I'm doing nothing wrong. You have to keep quiet about this, please. Me husband, Philip, he went off exploring with one of his pals. Bloody fools, the pair of them. He said they were poking around in an old bunker and walked into a cloud of funny glowing spores or something. And he told me he started hearing voices. He says the voices hurt him. Whatever it was, it made him awful ill. He's not getting any better. Just a bit worse every day. He's upstairs, locked away, safe and sound, and not doing anything to hurt nobody. You know, we've had one mite of luck. Came by a special tonic, which does something to settle the voices in his head and keep the infection down. At least, while we can get it, it does. But look, what's your interest in all this? No, please, just put yourself in my shoes, I beg you. Don't give him up to the soldiers. Just... forget I told you all that, eh? Let's just forget it all happened and do some business. Bye now. You done, you monster. You asked for this.
Activity on Slattondale. Avoid Slattondale until the area is once again declared safe.
You have free passage to our prison. Get what you can out of the good doctor, and we can see about making some progress here. Yes, what is it? Infected? You mean to say contaminated by that vile blue muck? And she would keep him hidden and endanger the whole village? Good Lord. A grisly situation. Thank you for dealing with it. Who knows what damage he might have caused had he escaped.
Beer at the cup tastes like sheep dip. Better than nothing, mind.
Citizens of Wyndham, you are reminded that any building marked as sterilized is off limits prior to demolition. Trespass is a serious offense.
Keep it civilized. No troublemakers.
A new customer. How do? Not often we're seeing new faces here. My name's Alf Buckshaw. Welcome to what's likely the last pub in Cumberland, such as it is. Now, what can I do for you? Oh, I think we can manage that. Bet you weren't expecting to find a place like Wyndham still ticking over after all what's gone on here, were you now? Lucky? It's not a word I'd use, but we'll learn to live with them. Folk will get used to anything given time. Which isn't to say, it's not nice to see some new faces coming through here now and then. Reminds a fella just how strange this all really is. The captain likes strangers too. He treats them better than he does the rest of the village. Means he can do things us regular folk can't. You'd help out the village, would you? Let me ask you something. The soldiers, protocol as they go by. What do you make of them? Is that so? Well, thanks for the insight, I'm sure. Forget I asked. You let me know if there's aught else I can help you with. Keep your bloody voice down. Nothing brings the soldiers down on you faster than talking about that. Mayhap I heard rumours of it, but I can't see it out more than that. A favour, eh? Well, aye. Maybe that might be what I need right now. All right, let's talk. One of them scientists, in particular, used to come to drinking here. Before it all went arse upwards, that is. He liked his ale, that fella, and ale made him chatty. He told me he worked in something called the Interchange. Never said quite where it were, but he used to stagger off towards the substation round the back of here. So that might be worth a deco. Well, he said he worked on some gadget with that Dr. Garrow, who were a big noise over at the site. He called it a signal redirector. Top secret. Only a few of them made at the doctor's request. I've no idea what they were for. You could do worse than talk to Nora. She were there at the time, and she has a good brain, has Nora. She hides out in her barn on Skethermoor. I'll mark it for you. Look, you didn't hear any of that from me, all right? Quiet as the grave, mate. Of course not. Like I said, quiet as the grave. Now, about that favour. I need to collect a few messages. Not important, you understand, but I can't stick me nose out of the door without the soldiers taking an interest. You, they'll let walk out of the village. So I need you to go to Skethermoor for us. I'm not interesting. Just need a mite of discretion in the gathering, if you follow me. There's something in it for you and all. Not asking you to do out for nought. I need a message collecting from Nora. Careful with her. She's not fond of strangers. But it'll be all right if you see I sent you. The other note is with a fella who skulks all over Skethermoor, but we have a meeting place. I'll mark it on your map. Fair warning, though. Out in Skethermoor, soldiers don't care who or what you are. They'll shoot before they ask. See you around.
Don't be causing trouble, all right?
Not sure about you.
Another day.
Citizens of Wyndham, the army is here to help and protect you. Trust us and help us to help you. Follow the protocol.
Keep the peace, civvy.
protocol was enacted for the good of the country at large, not the quarantined area. If necessary, the quarantined area will be sacrificed.
You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine protocol is no longer responsible for your safety.
Not sure about you.
Remember, gossip is the bedfellow of poor discipline. The duty of a good soldier is to control the rumor, not help to spread it further. This is a defense announcement. Keep your kit in good order. Clean your weapons daily, whether they've been used or not. Remember, a soldier is a bad soldier, and a bad soldier is a dead soldier.
Let's not have any trouble. Prisoners are reminded that the guards are permitted to use lethal force against escapees. Due to ammunition usage restrictions, this usually means being bayoneted. Ask yourself, is trying to dodge justice worth a bayonet in the ribs?
Watch your step.
All prisoners, you are here because you failed your community. Learn your lesson, do your time, and become a better person. All guards are reminded that fraternizing with the prisoners is forbidden and subject to martial discipline. Remain professional at all times. The new work schedule for the coming week has been posted and comes
One
into
more
operation from
cheek and
tomorrow.
I'll top the bastard. Orders be blown.
Keep the peace, Civvy.
Do as you're told, right?
Not sure I like the look of you.
You? Who are you, then? You don't look like any sort of guard. Well then, my reputation precedes me. Are you here to free me? You'd better be. I might be the only person who can resolve this whole dreadful mess. Ye gods! That man! He doesn't give up, does he? Look, I don't care what information you take back to him. The man's a narrow-minded fool. He'll never understand this place. I, on the other hand, well, not to boast, but I built it. I'm a far more useful ally to have in this neck of the woods than the captain can ever aspire to. Look, just agree to get me out of this wretched cell, and I'll give you whatever you want. I had a particular device with me, a signal redirector. The device allows me to remotely alter the polarity of power signals, especially useful for bypassing old security systems. Those buffoons. A very charitable term considering they've accused me of muttering incantations like a fairy tale witch. Those buffoons who confiscated the device thought it was a broken radio. The signal redirector itself is probably being kept in their security office nearby, so have a hunt around. Once you have it, there's an old control room near here that the soldiers have been unable to unlock. Use the device to redirect power to that control room, and you will be able to get inside. From there, you should be able to open the cell doors. The guards are likely keeping my device in their security office. Be careful.
All prisoners, your meals are nutritionally balanced and provide everything a healthy body needs. Calling it gruel or pig swill is a disciplinary offense.
Keep your nose clean. Hands away from any weapons, you.
All guards are reminded that any disciplinary meetings must be reported either
I'm sure the cell controls are somewhere nearby. Off you go.
Or an A27B after the event. Make a special note of subject, severity, and duration. prisoners are reminded that the guards are permitted to use lethal force against escapees. Due to ammunition usage restrictions, this usually